I believe Pierce is still...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Just typing in the chat.
Sorry, I literally just got back and I had my microphone muted. We need another machine gunner down in the... Mac, you mind joining Olaf down on the machine gun team?
Alright, so BLUFOR getting a platoon medic, the marksman, mostly
and
2 squads of infantry, and a MAT team. No machine gun teams, interestingly enough. Even though they're on the offense, I think they're going to rely on the M2s. As well as the pilot for that, it's an AH-6M, which means it's armed. It's got 134, so chain guns.
This infantry section is
fire
really
762.
Also, Alpha needs at least 1 medic, so I need
Meanwhile,
someone to take medic and someone to
going
move
with their
team lead
platoon
Alpha
marksmen. We're seeing 2 teams that are part of Alpha, and they're going to go heavy with their machine gun. All 3 machine gun teams are going to be taken, and their AT teams. So we're seeing basically a weapon squad defending versus 2 squads of infantry with support assets. Or 2 rifle squads, essentially.
Snow, can you come Alpha 2?
Copy that.
Thank you.
Yeah, once that, I agree. I want to see that helicopter used better than last week's Mi-24s, because they were...
I already did it,
the second round...
Somebody else team lead.
Was it the second round? The first time we used the 24 was decent. It just got cucked by the Sam. But the
I can though.
That second Mi-24 on round 3, man, that was just squandered.
I can just. We only have Alpha. I can lead Alpha from the Alpha 1 team lead if that's cool. Like.
Okay.
I would like that.
We're gonna fight this at even odds.
We'll see. This mission will be fine at even.
They're gonna fight it even. No player advantage. 22v22. Interesting.
What team are you?
Delta 4 Matt. It's fine if you can.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sick.
Okay.
Trying to
Are there
rile them
like
up.
maybe 2 solo players on blue who would be able to go slide up on green? Is Jeffrey and Dooley with 29th?
They are.
You're gonna take 2 more of my players?
Oh shit! Yeah, wrong way. Let's see.
Wonder if Logan's still here. I'm gonna
Hey,
yell.
Night and Snow, I put you guys on green a second ago, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, could you just come
Dang,
back
otherwise
to
I'd yell at
blue?
him to get his fucking head in the game.
Then we'll be good there.
Let's go Bravo 1.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh if I see a Humvee get stolen.
Nano, you want to join me in Bravo 1?
Leave room for Cyrus is coming into Bravo 1.
So now they're changing it back to the 20% advantage on
Hey
Blue
guys,
4.
you want to fill out you want to fill out a machine gun roll in Delta 2 in 4? I have to go.
Again, we're
I gotta go to
seeing
bed. Have a good night.
squad here.
Okay, bye.
And all the support assets taken. They're gonna have
Wiki,
someone
take
go and
that
take
Delta
that
2,
machine
please.
gun slot. And again, you're just seeing a lot of infantry here.
So if you
And
wanna
only the
take
MAT team
2
fully
slots in
taken.
Bravo 1, it'd be appreciated.
Bravo 1?
I don't see why Blue 4 needs it though. If they're only going to be fighting Jeeps, maybe to take out the statics if they're in the open as well, because Pakistan is a pretty open map. So I guess the thermal camera would be a good advantage, but they're also going for the assistant, which means they want extra missiles.
Pierce,
so maybe they'll use it against infantry.
I am good.
We'll have to see.
Okay.
But I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
So
okay, let's go.
We'll see how it goes. Could go either way. Yeah, I know RPGs, any missiles or rockets are also anti-cover weapons. They could be fired into buildings, but there isn't any ordnance that any AT has that is specifically designed for that. There's no thermal barracks. There's no frag OG. There's no HE rounds for the Mazes, and the Javelin just an anti-tank round. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, saying hi to YouTube. That's fair. Alright, so this AO does have a limited map. It is going to be another terminal wave. BLUFOR spawning behind the airfield.
This
and
is Tech Defend Rush
this area I've honestly called the gauntlet a lot.
Gotta hack the terminals sequentially. The defenders have to defend.
Go ahead and tab
assets
out.
are the attackers have 2 Humvees with M2s, 1 Little Bird with miniguns, The defenders have 2 Jeeps with M249s on top and a couple of static MGs. Any questions?
Can you go over the armaments on the helicopter again? Sorry.
Miniguns?
And rockets.
No rockets.
Just miniguns.
Just minigun.
Yes.
Just miniguns. Any other question?
Yeah, thermals can't see through glass, but I've also seen both sides players shoot through the glass, so the glass doesn't stop any of the bullets from hitting.
What's
so
up?
We'll see what happens.
No, they're miniguns. M134, 762.
Okay.
Alright.
No, there's no slotting rounds for any of the AT. Alright, so we are down and about. I'm going to now go back to the casting couch room with Barb.
So I asked rockets because I thought that M134 they meant to do M136. Also, by the way, it's lightning outside my house, so if my stream goes dead or I stop replying, that's why.
It's okay, I'll carry for you.
Yeah, well, it'll be the first time you ever do that, so.
Well, now.
But yeah, BLUFOR having a couple Humvees with M2s, and
they also have some open-top Humvees that can carry, I believe, these ones can take 8 people, but it might just be 4. I'm pretty sure you can put people on the back. Yeah, those open-top ones, and then Green Force spawning close by Terminal 1.
Oh, I see the thing. I'm done.
See, the interesting about this, though, is they've got some open-top Vics, too, the UAZs, that can carry 8 or 9 people, if I remember correctly, but they're right next to the first terminal, so they could be, those could be commandeered and used later. But since they've spawned on the front line, I'm going to be curious to see where they have their unit composition. Looks like it is standard independent faction. We're not dealing with any like Takistan-style stuff. So...
Yeah, I don't know. They were saying they had statics. Yeah, oh, I see them now. It's 4 Dishkums, which will be very useful in destroying both the helicopter and the Humvees.
We have an AAF guy in the midst.
We do?
Yeah. That might be a glitched out player, but if there's no one to delete that, that's going to be funny.
I'm pretty sure that just means they haven't loaded. Oh, it's unknown. His name is literally unknown, and yeah, he is.
Yeah, so he might not. That might not be someone that's loaded in full yet, but there is. Haven't you ever seen that when you Zeus sometimes get an empty yellow unit and it's just a random AI running around?
Yes, I had that actually in the last stop that I Zeus.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that is going to be the case here, and he'll actually shoot. I'm not seeing any dynamic. Nope, I just saw dynamic simulation on him, so that's gonna. Oh,
whoa, hello.
I think an admin's dealing with. Nope, that's a loaded-in player. Okay.
Oh, it's Koak. It's Koak.
There you go.
Okay. That just took a hot minute.
He just needed to redress himself. He's pulling his rifle out. He's looking at his buddies, going, "Hey, guys, look at the sky recently. It looks so beautiful." As I stare off into space. But anyway, Independent
Sky
also has 4
blue,
Dishkas.
Like sorry, go ahead.
I know they got the Mat Gunner joining him now, looking in the sky as well. But anyway, 4 Dishkas the place. I'm gonna be curious to see where they put those because there's some obvious choke points they could set those up. But with this being what I like to call the gauntlet, because it's that right side next to the Loy Manara airfield. I've done a lot of ops in this section, and it's really tough to use the accompanying ridges because it's really open ground, no cover. And with the amount of heavy guns in the AO, they can easily get cut to pieces if they're not careful. Furthermore, I don't see Independent doing anything with these open areas because that little bird will be able to strike them, but that's only going to be viable if BLUFOR takes out the Independent Mat Gunner, because the Mat Gunner can shoot down the little bird because it is a javelin weapon system, and that thing can lock onto anything that creates a thermal signature.
Yes, it'll be very interesting to see how that is utilized. And did BLUFOR take a Mat team as well? Because again, if they did, it's only really going to be.
I believe they did. Yes.
Camera. Holy shit, that is lightning. All right, sorry.
Like that's something I was concerned about because BLUFOR went for the full-on Mat team, including the assistant, which has extra missiles for the Mat Gunner, but. What are they going to be striking, in my opinion? Because they have those open, Independent have those open top, 4-person. They're not even 4-person. It's a 3-person. The Syndicate 7.62 Mini-Me technical. So honestly, a 50 cal could easily snipe the engine out of that Vic. I guess they're gonna use the Mat Gunner for taking out static positions too, but in all honesty, I just don't see why they had the assistant there. They should have put the assistant somewhere else. Because another thing to consider, BLUFOR went for 2 rifle squads, and only the Mat team has support. And then, of course, the pilot for their vehicle. Meanwhile, Independent went for all of their weapon teams. So they're going to be fielding 3 machine gun teams, the Mat team, and then 1 squad of infantry.
Yeah, and that Little Bird, I mean, it's 7.62 miniguns, high rate of fire, lots of burst, psychological, as well as very, good and literal suppression.
Yep.
But it can hold, I believe, 3 people. If you really want to, I could see.
Yeah, so it can hold 1 guy in the back and 1 guy in the co-pilot seat. But the co-pilot's the only guy that has access to the camera there, so that's literally just going to be an eye in the sky, but only
but
useful.
Does that camera have thermals?
It does, but again, only a co-pilot can use it, so maybe the marksman will be funneled somewhere. Because again, this is a really good marksman-heavy map, but because Independent has that Mat team gunner, they could easily just use a Titan to take them out. Also, do you have anything for intermission, or are we holding it for next week?
Holding it for next week. I
Gotcha.
looked up the thing I was going to look up, and there really was nothing good for me to use. So
that's fair.
We'll just do the keep talking about this, but we do have a lot of time to kill. So I mean, if you really want to bore your stream, we can talk about the logistics of a grocery store. I'm gonna take that awkward chuckle as a no, and I don't.
No, I was laughing with you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I mean, looking at the BLUFOR players, though, they've got a few different circles organized with their 2 rifle teams. Independent, they've already sent 1 guy out. It's D3, which I believe is the weapons team. Yeah, one of the MG team guys has already run all the way out on his own.
Yeah, that's Mountain, and I think if he's still, like, where is he now? Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's either going to be the most Vanguard force ever, or he's going to be the fucking Punji trap that springs and hits the attackers in the side.
Mm-hmm.
Because that position, I mean, there's so many things that could happen. We've seen them FNF just in general. It doesn't matter like the unit or whatever. They like to use airborne assets for flanking maneuvers.
Hey, Sergeant Combustible.
So I would not be surprised at all if they send the either the Mat Gunner or the Marksman, or even both. They have slots for each, but I wouldn't be surprised if they send one of those 2 teams up into the mountains. Just looking at the map, on both the north and south side, we have lots of mountain ridges, especially to the south. Marker 2598. They have that area to the south of it to walk around as ground forces. The helicopter can fly outside of this black box area, but it has to land inside of it to drop off the infantry. So they could very easily just go way south, come up to the south side, drop them behind that mountain, and then the Mat Gunner can use them for... can use the Javelin for thermals, can strike the UAZs or the Jeeps, or even infantry if it really wanted to, but I think that'd be a better use for it than the Marksman. I think the distance for the mountain to that town, yeah, that's about a click, so that might be a little much for the Marksman.
If I was Independent, I would take my Mat team, put them in a UAZ, and I would have them go either on the north or the south, get some elevation, and just go vehicle hunting. Really just to slow down BLUFOR. Because, they know each other's loadout, so they know that BLUFOR took 2 rifle squads. They're not in a bunch of little teams like the Delta teams are, so they're going to probably consolidate, especially with the armed Vics. So they're probably going to give 1 Humvee to each rifle team, so I would just send the Mat guy out and go to town. And what are they going to do to counter, in all seriousness? Because air can get shot down by that Mat too. So...
They're going to send infantry to do it, and the infantry can be suppressed with the 249s or even just defensive garrisons. And BLUFOR doesn't really have a way to circumnavigate it because it's rush-style game mode. They have to take Terminal 1, then Terminal 2, then Terminal 3. So they can't... The most they can do is, maybe go to Shudderakt proper and try and attack from the east and envelop them, but I don't know how useful that would be.
Yep.
They're gonna need. They have the slight numerical advantage because they are the attacking force, but at the same time, it's gonna be a tough fight for them.
Yeah,
especially with these mountains.
Another thing with sending that MAT team far out is even if they don't find anything or like things get missed, they can just be called back right on BLUFOR's rear line and more than likely run into the helicopter, take that out, easily displace, and then come back again and aim for those Humvees. So it's just going to be a game of cat and mouse, but I think the real issue is going to be the render distance, because if I go to the southern ridge line, I can not even get to the top of the northern ridge line and vice versa. So there is going to be some holes in the gaps here, and it's just going to be a gamble. But, you know, for round 3, those are the plays I would like to see for this operation. Meanwhile, looking at Independent, one of those statics has disappeared. I don't know where they moved it to, but I always know statics are probably one of the most underutilized things in all of Arma 3. So I'm going to be curious to see where they put those.
I think your thing is pretty underutilized in general, but yeah, wherever they place that static, whether it be on the rooftop or the balconies outside the first terminal, I mean, they're really like defending this. They have barbed wire on one side, they're reinforcing the walls with sandbags and Hescos. But they're really preparing for a backstab, but I think they need to prepare their frontal defense a little bit more.
They got to get creative with these statics, though, because they can't just put them on open top buildings. That's just going to invite the enemy marksman to take them out. So that's another thing, though. They're standing statics, so they have to find creative places to put those that are going to be defensive and work from there. But what I would be surprised to see is what if they load a static, all the statics are gone now, but what if they took them in some of the UAZs and just made HMG teams, put them on a hill, have them go ham for a little bit, and then displace before the MAT gun can...
ability. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would love to see that. By the way, Tin hopped into my chat. He said he wanted to say hello, and he wanted me to tell you to open the damn package that you mailed him.
I will. I'm trying to get a new freaking microphone first.
How long
so I can sound super professional. It's not a matter of when, it's when I have the fucking money.
You have an audio guy whose dick you suck all the fucking time.
Yes, and he helped me optimize this microphone, but to buy a professional like boom mic and stuff is money, and I still have a college payment to make.
You know, there are street corners everywhere, you know.
Oh my god. You're so inappropriate.
Yeah, I learned from the best. Like,
I was gonna say something, but I'm not.
Yeah. Send me it in Discord. You won't.
I'm just trying to see where they're deploying. We also see the technicals coming out.
Yeah, the UAZs are coming out.
Hold up. R-Core is lined up. He's got an MG guy getting in. D4 though is the AT team, so they're gonna go hunting.
Who? Talking about BLUFOR?
No, Independent. D4 is their Titan. And they've got that UAZ ready to go. They're totally going to go hunting.
Absolutely. They got 4 in there. So they have, looks like they have an MMG and the form of PKP Pachinko.
They're also lining up the technicals. They're going to go offensive for a defense. Interesting.
I mean, sometimes the best defense is a good offense, but this is, I mean, it is the last round, so I'm sure they're kind of just going, fuck it,
balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall. Like, let's throw a curveball and see if it works.
Yeah, someone shouts, right?
I wonder where they're going. They have a few compounds, like around marker 2357, 2306. Like along these roads, there's a number of like buildings and towns, little townships that they can use for cover and pester them. But I'm actually very surprised that they're willing to leave this Terminal 1 area at all. They're leaving Koak and Gorskiewski as well, just on their own, as Wiki, Olaf, and Staffenberg are on the south, ready to push up into those mountains to the south, just on foot.
I'm thinking Independent's going to do a pincer move here. They're going to put one team far north, one team far south, maybe bring the technicals or have them on standby in the middle and just try to catch BLUFOR out of position, because BLUFOR is going to have to play cautious with that little bird or else getting at risk shooting down, because this is a massively open alleyway for the little bird to fly in, but we'll see. We're 2 minutes out. Also, the mission's called a soapbox opera. The fuck?
I have nothing. I have someone saying in my chat, what about they put the HMG in the blue trim building by Terminal 1? It's not a bad building as far as a defensive point, especially with it being right at the fork in the road. However, even with that building, BLUFOR could just walk through the buildings and through the alleys and everything and not even have to deal with it to get to the objective.
Yeah, so, I mean, on the second floor, it's pretty well concealed. They can also open the northwestern area and put it on the balcony. Again, getting a good keyhole, especially since Independent deployed a bunch of barbed wire here to try to guard against a rear push from a vehicle pulling in. So it's a good call. But Independent going already, BLUFOR as well. They might just charge into each other.
I would love to see that. And yep, the helicopter is going far south. It has some kind of payload in it. Let me see if I can get some more intel for you. Yep, Russ the marksman is hanging off the side of it, and he's going to be going to the south of those mountains and acting as a
meanwhile, BLUFOR convoy formation real quick, because these guys are going to run into each other. They've got both armed vehicles in front. Meanwhile, Independent have a more standard convoy formation, one armed vehicle in the front. They are cutting left, though.
Platoon HQ. Oh, just a little too far to the right. I think the vehicles should be fine, but they're going to be setting up in this building, and they're going to try and do a quick ambush. However, Alpha's going a bit to the north. They're diverting north. Bravo is sticking to the road, though. If they're able to set this up in time,
we're going to see an ambush here.
Yep. This is going to be a half-decent ambush. They're slowing down, though. Did they get spotted? Bravo slowed down to a crawl.
There's no way they spotted anything, though. From their angles, I don't see it.
I agree, but, like...
Also, the unarmed Vics are now not escorted at all. The two armed Vics going to the north. Platoon HQ ready to go. They got a technical setup as well.
Bravo's pushing towards their compound.
What the fuck is going on?
Did they get spotted, or are they just
No, this is just pure luck. No one spotted each other yet. Wow. Wow.
I think someone
Are you
spotted
kidding
something.
me?
They're setting up No, he's just charging in. That one guy is just charging in as Platoon HQ.
They're gonna see this random technical right here and know something's up. He doesn't even see the technical!
He doesn't even look left. No, why would they?
That guy sees the technical, he's gonna stop and go, hey, what the hell? There's a fucking technical over here. But that honk's gonna let Platoon HQ know they're right there.
Oh,
some shots going off. First blood is probably gonna go to Independent right here. They're gonna catch this 249, and there's the double tap.
Oh no! Oh, it's the guy who's part of the technical, and the other guy in the building that's Bassbeard. He had assisted taking out the guy in the field.
More guys being deployed to the north, by the way. This is just a random force split now. Independent needs to get the fuck out of here. They have the means to do it, but they're about to get breached.
This is bad.
No one! Platoon HQ! But BLUFOR walked past him! Platoon HQ able to get a kill! Are you fucking kidding me?
That wasn't HQ though. Oh wait, no, it was.
That was HQ. Oh no, it was medic.
That was the medic. Oh, but the medic.
Oh, hiding in his friend's body. Wow.
Oh yeah, this is a lesson on fog of war. Holy shit! Oh, what's up? What are we expecting? Oh, but he's not.
What the fuck? I can't believe they both looked at him and went, wait a second, that's a bad guy. Like, and he let him.
Lord.
That one guy let his buddy down in that fight. I'm not gonna lie.
And now we have a full squad and 2 HMG Humvees against 2 lone Greenford guys. Yeah, they put all their cards into this play. Like they were not getting past Terminal 1.
I don't see the plan here. I think they were just expecting the vehicles to pass by. But BLUFOR, I guess, predicted this and just decided to play it super cautious. I'm not gonna lie, if I was in BLUFOR's shoes, I wouldn't have gone down the MSR, but I would have like just kept all my units together at the very least. Meanwhile, Rust on the south deployed, looking into the town, seeing all of the Independent guys there. Independent now firing up at BLUFOR's positions to the north, but also you have Platoon HQ. I guess what remains, the other marksmen. Why is it always the marksmen are super close to each other in these missions? Like they're literally on top of each other sometimes. It's really weird. But now we also have BLUFOR has taken a technical. Whether or not they're going to use it is nope, they're mounted. So it's a free 762.
556. It's an M249.
Oh, it's the mini-me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. It is a 556. I've been saying it's a 762. My bad.
Well, it's not the first mistake you've made.
I mean, it's better than their open skin Vix. At least it has a gun on it. But yeah, Independent has a lot of forces out of position. There's no platoon HQ to give them orders, and there's only 2 guys watching Terminal 1. They are looking at the BLUFOR offensive here, but oh shit! A 50 cal just went up, hitting the gunner on one of the Vics. A large barrage of fire now coming down, catching some of these BLUFOR guys out in the open.
That was Alpha 1's team lead, Sergeant Boss. He's now down in the Humvee. I think he... no, there's 2 people in the Humvee. The gunner is down, but the driver drives away, trying to recover.
So they put a dish gun in this building. That's why a large amount of fire just came out. And so far, 2 BLUFOR guys are down for the count. I was curious to see what they do with those statics. And now they're going to be able to get this heavy fire up. And there's no cover for these BLUFOR guys to go down. Just a few rocks they're forced to hide behind. But that's a beautiful min to max.
Missile's going out towards the Little Bird. Little Bird. That's the Titan.
It's not going to be able to dodge.
Nope.
And there it goes. Yeah, there's the Little Bird does not have any countermeasures. So doing that wide flying maneuver just kind of killed it. I don't know why the pilot pulled something like that, but with that Little Bird knocked out, Independent now has to, doesn't have to worry about any strafing runs. That's a bit of a misplaced asset for BLUFOR. I'm not gonna lie. I've been seeing some commanders keep units in reserve, and those guys tend to win more of the operations compared to people that just throw everything in on the beginning, because every time I've seen air used, it's been used way too early and it just gets squandered, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't bad sending that marksman up there, but then he needed to keep that in reserve for when he's needed. But we do have Independent Alpha. They're mounting back up, and looks like they're trying to head back towards their first objective, Delta 4.
Yeah, to quickly reinforce it from that BLUFOR offensive.
So Delta 4
I think it's good they're pulling back. Yeah, no, they might be displacing. That's smart, though, because, you know, if you lose one and you don't keep the other 2 defended, you can just get back capped.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now, that's not really a possibility because of the Humvees being suppressed and the Little Bird being shot down, but it is something that you need to keep in mind. Absolutely.
You still do have one of the Humvees is being solo crew because his TL died. We just heard an explosion.
Something blew up that one UAZ transporting Alpha 1.
That might have been a Mat gunner or just Arma being Arma.
That could have been the Mat. Because, I mean, there's not even any rocks or anything to armor themselves on. Not saying it's not impossible, but I'm just not seeing the culprit.
So we have Dooley to the north, but he only has the 136. I don't see the Javelin guy anywhere for BLUFOR right now. I know he exists. Maybe he was in the technical that's driving up now. But I think that was just Arma being Arma.
Blake is up in the mountains, and he's reloading his Javelin, so I'm pretty sure that was
Wow,
him.
yeah, no, so they turned their render... They have better render distance than us then. But yeah, no, if he was reloading that Javelin, he does have perfect eyes on that position, so yep, that was him. He might be trying to line up a shot on that technical coming down now, but that's going to cost Independent a little bit of time to move. I'm also seeing some smoke grenades being popped by some Independent players, so maybe they're getting shot at. We still have some people back here getting bandaged, so...
Remember, hit P and you can see the tracers.
Yep. Oh, right. I'm a dum-dum. I keep forgetting about that. But, you know, we do have the Rust with his platoon... excuse me, he's the platoon marksman. Just looking down, he could go in for some licks. However, the other platoon marksman, he's guns up. I think he heard a few shots go out. So we might have Stat come up and try to hunt down Rust here. Hold up, we have the Mount pulling around.
Yeah, Mountain is pulling around soloing. Oh, okay, so he hits the bush.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh, he gets...
like immediately.
That's hilarious.
He's getting
that is actually hilarious. I think he was gonna try to go for a ram on whoever A1 is, but wow.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It was a good play, but unfortunately, just wasn't enough. Meanwhile, looking back at the marksman, Blake firing more shots. No, it's Rust firing more shots. He's basically engaging someone independent down there, catching one guy out of the open, but you're going to have the other marksman basically run up and shoot him in the back of the head. This other guy, he's gone to a walking stance, but he is now getting engaged.
Yeah, Bravo 1 has spotted him, and that is some accurate fire.
Yep. BLUFOR, he's crawling back. He might be thinking he got engaged, but he still doesn't turn around. He doesn't take the hint. Oh! He got shot so many times, he's not going to wake back up, but he's going to go up for the double tap.
He should. He absolutely should. And there it is.
Phew.
Pop, pop, pop. Watch.
So, I mean, there was a chance for them to radio up there, but there wasn't enough time for that message to go out. He was just confused. He pulled back a bit, trying to wonder where those shots were, and it just 2 and 2 did not connect, unfortunately.
Well, a few things did connect, but that was between the marksman of
yeah, his bullets and
yeah, his bullets connected.
His head.
That's about it. Doing a quick head count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or so. BLUFOR still has that numbers advantage, but they've ruined their element of surprise.
I think with the yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, BLUFOR still trying to get back to the first terminal to garrison it and defend it against an attack, but I mean, with Olaf and Wiki out and their building, Finn and Indigo Fox up in their building to the south, and Patriot and Nemesis up here in these trees doing God knows what. I don't know what their idea is. Maybe they just don't feel comfortable with crossing that open field.
Yeah. What they have to do is just get in their vehicles and beeline it at this point, because if they stay up in the open, they still have that marksman that they have to deal with. They know that independent have static positions here. The Dishka that was in the southern building has actually been destroyed, and these two independent guys are stuck. Looks like they're getting engaged by a single shooter. He's getting shot back, though.
Well, so I want to counter your point about the vehicles, because A, what vehicle, because it got blown up, B...
What, for BLUFOR?
No, for Green4. The
guys, no, I was saying BLUFOR needs to do the charge here. Green4 doesn't... Yeah. So Independent is completely out of position here, and there's only a few guys defending Terminal 1. If BLUFOR were to do a charge now, specifically with their southern position... they could get those in as the northern team overwatches, but I don't know why we've just been seeing kind of piecemeal here, where only one group engages while the other one is just kind of bumbling around. So I don't know what the play's going to be.
They've been moving to the south. I'm guessing to try and flank that. The BLUFOR's been moving to the south. We have them taking those open top Humvees as well as that 249 technical.
Yeah, they're taking it south. I think they're going to go hunting for the marksman that they spotted earlier and try to knock that asset out, because they probably lost contact with their marksman, so they know something's up. But sending that other vehicle with them, leaving Platoon HQ behind, I understand the Platoon HQ being left behind so we can coordinate things, but I guess they're going to reposition the southern team maybe to backcat, but that's putting a lot of faith in the northern push after it's already taken quite a bit of punishment here. We'll just have to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, I think what they're doing with this BLUFOR force to the north is they're just laying down suppressing fire, keeping them pinned.
Yep.
I mean, they need to be mindful of their their ammunition, because they've been shooting a lot of fucking bullets. But they're going to do that while BLUFOR Bravo tries to come up behind the marksman and possibly come down in a classic pincer maneuver and try and just go down the hill from the south, go down the hill from the north, and convene on the first terminal. And if they're able to do that and either knock out the Delta 2 HMG team or even just bypass them, that'd be pretty effective. And we're seeing out in the field, Patriot has gone down in the middle of the field, so that suppressing fire is keeping that independent force
from moving in.
Yep. Yeah, it's keeping them from moving back into terminal.
By the way, real quick, that technical is hunting the marksman. I think the marksman is aware because he is looking around. He also has the other marksman rifle on him. Probably took some ammo for that too. Probably going to see the dirt get kicked up from that technical. Also, infantry have been deployed. They're also going to hunt him. So a lot of units being dedicated to take out this one unit. But since he does have both marksman rifles in this type of environment, he is definitely a threat. So I can understand why BLUFOR is committing so much here. I really don't see a way for poor Stat to get out of this one, though. He's got an entire fire team looking for him. He's got a technical searching for him. I know he only knows about the technical, though, so...
That's true. I do see a way for him to get out of this. If he's able to... Well, now my opportunity's leaving, but if he's able to isolate the technical, snipe out the gunner and the driver, take it for himself, and sprint back down to friendly forces with the technical, then... maybe, but that opportunity is long gone. The technical. He
does have the higher caliber weapons too. If I was in his shoes, I'd be taking the 20-round other marksman weapon.
The SR-25, yeah.
Yeah, because he could just take that scope out. It would be a little easier to use. Has a bigger magazine capacity, but he doesn't know about the other infantry here. So, I don't know. We'll see what he decides to do. Meanwhile, Platoon HQ going on his own. He might go to where Olaf's building is, D2 guys that have been getting suppressed for a while, and try to go finish the fight himself.
Yeah, that's a possibility as well. I'd love for the platoon commander to just, like, spot the marksman and just dome him. I've seen that a number of times where some random third party in an engagement, like, comes and just like takes all the air out of the fight by knocking out the contact. But go ahead, you were about to say something.
BLUFOR searched to the left of the marksman and then to the right of the marksman, but not the in-between area. So now I think they've given up their search and they're actually now looking into the AO, possibly to try to get a jump on that D2 position. MG from the technical is now firing up at the independent position. I think they spotted someone through the tree line here. And that's going to possibly let the marksman reposition and get in a few kills. This is a very dangerous position to put a marksman because this close, he's going to be dead on accurate. And with a lot of concealment, there's a lot of places he can originally hide. And if he, plays this like any game like Dishonored where you have to kind of kill people in a certain order, he could get away with a lot. We have seen plays like that happen, especially if he takes the BLUFOR weapon and uses it. He might audio PID, do some confusion with that, and get in a few extra kills. He still has the Dragunov out, yep.
He still has the Dragunov. He did not take that SR-25, which I think is a bit of a misplay from both the audio perspective and the ammo capacity perspective. But Cosmonaut, Nutty Person, Jeffrey... Real
quick, other technical, sorry to cut you off. Other technicals going north is going to try to do a wide flank again. It might be able to get away with it, though, since it's armed, so that'll be something interesting to look at.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on this. Stathenberger is not, he's not wanting to jump the gun on this, as the GP and Jeep, as I want to call it, is firing on the Delta 2 HMG team.
Olaf and Wiki have been through hell in this position. Holy crap.
Like, just loads of suppressing fire.
Yeah, from literally every angle. BLUFOR has just had so much target fixation on this position.
Look south of Stathenberger's position.
Yeah, he's got the Jeep right there. I think you saw it, so he knows he has an escape route, but he needs to come down and get some kills. Also, looks like BLUFOR is now starting to suppress into Objective 2. I think they spotted some movement in there. They probably saw the Dishka. Oh, unfortunately, Wiki's losing connection. No, Wiki!
Well, he hasn't lost it completely yet. Might have actually been his internet. We'll see.
That would suck. I mean, he's been through so much, and to leave Olaf now would honestly suck. All right, Marksman's still looking around on the prowl here. He needs to be utilized because he could get some really good kills in here, but for now, I don't know. Platoon HQ also super close to that building. Everything's just so scattered right now. Meanwhile, it's Infidel and Ideen on that technical. They've gone super far north. I don't know what they're doing. They're being a wild card right now.
Oh, but Cyrus and the...
I almost did say target asphyxiation. Yeah, I meant to say target fixation.
Cyrus and Wheaton here in the stolen technical, they pushed up to the building. Take some friendly fire from M203.
Yep, but they're going to suppress. Grenade gets thrown in.
Great grenade in. Yeah,
I think Wiki's gone because Wiki's just chilling right there, unfortunately.
Yeah, Wiki's crashed. Olaf.
Perfect grenade throw. That's going to knock Olaf.
No, it hurts him, but he's still walking. Oh, but he spots it. The aim, though, the pain. The pain was too much for him to bear.
And Wiki, just... no, he still has his marker, but he's glitching out, so these guys might get confused. Ah, that sucks. So they're putting multiple shots in Wiki's face, and Wiki's just laughing, saying, "Are you kidding me? I'm invincible, motherfucker.
You have no power here.
You have no power." Exactly. This is gonna confuse BLUFOR. They're gonna go and wonder what the fuck is going on. Meanwhile, I'm seeing some of the BLUFOR guys are down. I think Stat was able to get a marksman shot. Yep, and there's a double tap.
And Nemesis and Ideen up in the GPM Jeep, they've taken started dishing out some
It's Infidel and Dean. They're now firing. Yeah, it's Infidel and Dean. They're now exchanging fire. One of them goes unconscious though.
I'm sure that was the gunner. Yep,
Yep. So gunner went down. Gyro needs out. Ooh, another bad shot from those 50 cals. So they're still one up, but
yeah, Infidel's still driving away.
I don't think they did any significant damage. I'm hoping the marksman is able to kind of even this out, get a few shots.
I'm seeing some dead bodies around for BLUFOR, like one or two, but I'm not sure if those are from the GPM or not.
What, to the north? I think that was from the initial firefight.
That's very possible, yeah.
So BLUFOR is taking cover behind this UAZ. Perfect shot for Independent to take. I just don't know why he's holding fire here. He could deck both of these guys. I think he's just being cautious, not knowing where the technical is, but he needs to kill the guy that's still prone by the Vic though. I gotta wonder what's going through his head.
Wiki's trying to reconnect, but I don't think he can.
Yeah, he unfortunately bit the bullet. I would rule him as dead. And now the other guy, he's gotten up. Why isn't Stat taking the shot?
There it is. He just took it. He's taking a couple.
Gets a cripple.
But he's hiding behind it, and that fire is dead accurate. Oh, come on. Stathenberger, you see him.
That was his teammate. Now all of BLUFOR's firing up there.
Yeah, I don't... They're pretty close with that. They see him. Yeah, he's running now.
Yeah, no, he got shot pretty easily.
That was a pretty bad position to open fire from, honestly. He needed to find a position to where...
Honestly, in my opinion, that tree's too obvious. Just out of all, like, you know, I would check under the trees first. And I get he was just trying to find a position where he could easily lay prone. He has also been hit himself. I would just go for broke here. He's got a lot of dudes out in the open. He has the range advantage. He has a scope. He has 2 fucking marksman weapons. He needs to just go for kills at this point. The issue is, are people going to get in that static and use it to suppress the shit out of his position? He is also taking fire from his own guys.
No, come on. That's an HMG too. That is... Let me see if I can find out who the fuck that is.
Wow, when even your own... That's Boston shooting up at him. That's amazing.
Come on, Boston. I mean, I'm sure he's just shooting at... He's trying to follow tracers or something.
Yeah.
And it looks like those tracers might be coming from friendlies, but just...
Oh! Gets shot right in the face and goes down.
Shot takes him out, yep. And now
that's
we're down
unfortunate.
To, I think about 6. We have Indigo, Nemesis, and Finn down to the south, and their little menage a trois. Norris, Koak, and Gotskiewski are in their menage a trois, and then Arcor and Boston and Infidel now have their own menage a trois. So 3 different threesomes going on. I mean, so far out, not really being able to connect with each other. It's gonna be a matter of time, especially as we're seeing BLUFOR Alpha now pushing in. They've barricaded off the road, but they just went right around it.
It's 15 BLUFOR versus 9 Independent, by the way, but BLUFOR is going to start getting uniformed here, and they're just going to take out these 3 pockets with very little resistance, but you never know. This is where we could see some pretty crazy plays happen, especially since there's multiple pockets of Independent. As long as BLUFOR has a good idea of where they are, anything could potentially happen. These Independent guys close to BLUFOR's HQ position could do something. I think the technical is going to go up there and try to grab those marksman rifles. That would be a really good call. But I think the next real battle is going to be at Terminal 1. And you still see some BLUFOR guys shooting up at the independent guy's body, just trying to make sure the kill is confirmed. Nell Tab is continuing his gift sub from Anonymous Guy. Thank you, Nell. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you're enjoying Friday Night Fights, and I hope you get a kick out of this one.
It's open on the east and the western side with openings for fire on the southern and north side. So they'll be able to
actually no. These guys have already been engaging with BLUFOR up here, so they're not exactly fresh.
And then also
these guys might be fresh though.
But hopping over the wall, doing anything like that, leaves it pretty uncontested. We have an AK and a PKM inside of the bunker itself. The PKM is just watching that entrance. I would not be surprised if he gets naded out, but I think it's a better choice than sticking your head out of the window. But Alpha, they're playing the safe. They're clearing every single building that they're coming across because they do not want that thorn in the side like they had to deal with the first contact. I think it was actually Bravo who had to deal with that, so these guys are either just doing it out of... Actually, who are these guys? Dooley, Private Hudson, T4 Herb. So we got a good mix of pretty experienced guys. So they're going to be checking all these windows, clearing all these buildings, especially now that they're getting closer and closer to the terminal.
So and by the way, we have Martin in the back on BLUFOR. He is suppressing Arcor. At least trying to land some shots, but that's a very long distance. I don't think any are going to land, but he's at least slowing him down. But Arcor, he does have, Martin, he does have the 50 right here. So if one of those shots do land, it's going to be very fatal for Arcor.
Absolutely. You know, BLUFOR, they're setting up, they're staging along the MSR, getting ready to go in. But just all these defensive positions and just no one to man them.
I stand corrected. I think Martin's actually suppressing back, trying to engage Terminal 2's area. Maybe he spotted Infidel running by that technical, but Infidel's taking that technical now and driving it behind the rear Vic. Interesting.
We have Dooley now on top of some of these HESCO barriers, and he's trying to get some cheeky angles. Gets caught in the void, and he's going to try and hop the wall here in a second. If he tries to go for the door, no, he's hopping the wall here. Let's see what he does. He goes in. Ooh, PKM catches him in the foot. He's trying to get the fuck out, but he's got that hole right there. Smoke hits the wall high, and...
Wow. How do you lose that fight?
I can't believe my eyes just saw, and
he gets knocked out by a grenade, but
yeah, but that is a death for the PKM gunner, and the last guy in there just has an AKM. As we have Herb coming in the backside, whoever's in there still is going to be drawn by that gunfire. Oh, he doesn't see him. Herb doesn't see him.
They didn't get the footsteps right, and unfortunately that went down. Now you're having the last guy here, Gores, and you also have Arcor running in on foot. But so far, it's only been one casualty for BLUFOR, 2 KIAs. He tries to fire some rounds and doesn't get a kill.
Difference. Nah, they were hitting the lip of that turret, the little slit in the window. And ooh,
he gets a kill. One. Good headshot. Gets the other kill.
God.
He's going to be able to stop the hack.
We'll see how much that actually does. We're getting on to 30 minutes. Terminal 1 hack stopped. Yep. 30. We're getting close to 30 minutes since active. And we have 5 BLUFOR now coming down.
Yep, we have Voss running in. We have Sholand on Overwatch. Nielsen might catch Arcor off guard. Nope. Arcor running way in the open. He gets shot by Robertson. What a shame. And he's going to get double tapped by him, too.
Voss is breaching the bunker.
Yeah, but that's as he's medicing. Holy crap!
But he holds his fire. He held his fire, and I don't know why.
Emptying a shit ton of rounds.
Holy crap! Not outside the bunker, but it's been so long. I don't think he's gonna be waking up anytime soon.
Gores, that's what, 3 kills for him? And then there's a 4th guy unconscious. 50 cal now pulling in, but it's not gonna be useful. They're gonna have to go in and try to take him, but he's now gonna displace. And he's running right in. 249 sees him, but unfortunately he has his head lowered and it just adds to his center of mass and gets shot in the face.
Lord.
Because you got to think about it. If you're crouched, that's going to tell the guy, okay, I need to aim down, but if you're crouched, you're putting your head at your center of mass where normally your torso would be if you're standing. So it just makes it easier for the other guy with the auto rifle to hit you in the face, which is going to insta-kill you.
I'm seeing some stuff in your chat, Liru, and I'd just like to clarify. There are some people from TSB in here, but they are playing under a different label.
Yep, so it's Nemesis and Finn as Scandy Recon, and Infidel is in a different group.
I think he's just kind of solo playing, but I'm
no,
not
he's
sure,
I forget, he was tagged as someone else, so I don't know. Or not as someone else, but as a different group, so we'd have to see. But meanwhile, Independent, two guys also getting caught in the open. BLUFOR trying to hunt them down. There was 3 Independent guys here. It's down to 2. I do see Cosmonaut wounded, but I don't know by what. Oh, look at this. Finn is hiding behind a dead body.
Oh, is he camouflaged?
Yeah, he's hiding behind a dead BLUFOR body. So that's a very cheeky strategy. We've already seen that used once today.
Very cheeky, yep.
But now BLUFOR is getting that hack as well. I don't see any medics up there, so they're not going to be able to get dually up. The medic is on the southern side. But yeah, Finn is going to try to lock this down, hiding in a body here. So
Robertson
we'll see how things go.
Dooley's body, so he's going to try and stabilize and try and get a medic over to him. But it's been so long. I wonder how much he's bled out, but I want to see what Finn does here.
Yep, so we have Nutty. He is down by some enemy bodies. I think this is the guy that he killed. So we do see some BLUFOR bodies here. I think there was a firefight that happened while we were looking away, but we did just see Nutty, who is the medic, take the LR from Independent, so he's going to try to tap into their comms. Not a bad strategy here. And Finn is still chilling right here, trying to see who else comes into this little kill zone he's made. Meanwhile, Nemesis getting close to the other guys. This is a little bit of an open area, though. He's got the walls to cover him for now, but gotta play it safe. Both sides playing this incredibly cautious. Meanwhile, Infidel, it looks like he's going to back up to Terminal 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Just try and buy that time, or like use what time they have to just wither away at from BLUFOR as the Terminal 1 hack completes. And beep beep beep.
Now that's the beep I'm hearing. Yep. So by the way, it is 10v3 right now.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
No, it's 11v3. There were 2 guys right on top of each other. So 11 on BLUFOR, 3 for Independent. Wait, nope, yeah, Independent had more guys in the VIX. It's 4v11. Everyone has a secret guy somewhere.
Too true.
Hold up. Finn might see a guy. He's running up to Nemesis' position, but Finn is not looking at that angle. He was watching that kill zone and then turns away. Nemesis might hear his footsteps, though. Nemesis is going to follow in behind.
Finn sees one. Goes for the kill.
And gets the kill. Meanwhile, Finn spotted Nutty Person.
He gets him down, but...
Gets him down. Platoon HQ also running in, trying to figure out what just happened there. Finn staying by that body. Finn's going for the double tap.
Oh, Finn stands up. And he's well within the viewpoint of Dreek, who is that platoon commander. He sees him, and he's got a 203. He could do some damage here.
Yeah.
Yep, he whips out the 203.
Shoots it over, only wounds him. That causes Finn to start running.
But that just...
Wow, I don't know why he didn't just go for the shot. Another 203 goes down, again going over the Finnish guy. And it is now 2v3, but this is not the main fight. Oh, another one going over.
Dreek is getting some hits in, but he can't seem to finish him off.
So now Finn's going to be able to get behind this building, take a bit of cover, bandage, but Nemesis is now firing up at Platoon HQ. They're clearly talking with each other, getting some good coordination in. But now we're having Wheaton.
Got blood on all of his limbs.
Ooh, yeah, no, he got wounded pretty bad.
Martin,
we have Cyrus and Wheaton. Hold up, there's a Vic driving right up.
That's Martin. He's driving around. He doesn't see. Oh, he might have seen them. Breaks down the wall.
Oh, but Nemesis is being flanked. Doesn't get hit, though, thankfully.
Oh, Lord. He's going to break down the wall.
This is hilarious.
He's just poking holes.
Fucking Scandi Recon doing super well right now.
Relatively, but well, I don't know how much effect it'll actually have in the grand scheme of things.
Nemesis has a lot of guys hunting him down. They're basically using this Humvee to knock down the walls to limit where Nemesis can go. So Nemesis is going to really get pinned. Finn needs to come around. He has the RPG out. He might try to line up a shot. Nemesis trying to run. He's taking a shit ton of fire. Doing a silly serpentine route. Doesn't take a shot.
Beautiful.
RPG just misses.
A little behind. Yeah, just a little behind. As he hops out too. If he had waited another second on that, he would have had a clean shot.
Nemesis getting some shots. Knocks down platoon lead. And Finn goes down to a 203 by Martin.
Oh, yeah, that landed pretty close, too. Oof.
Oh, there's a second one to double. That probably is going to prevent him from waking up.
Yeah. And here we have Martin pushing up on Nemesis' position. But Finn does wake back up.
Oh! What the fuck just happened?
What the fuck did just happen? Okay, so Finn woke back up, took Martin's attention away from Nemesis. Nemesis came around the corner. Martin killed Finn, and I think Finn and, or sorry, Nemesis and Martin traded, but then Martin got executed by his own guys.
So if Martin receives immediate medical attention, he might be able to wake back up, but they did kill the medic. And honestly, for the amount of people that were down here, 2 guys did pretty much nullify that advance. Only 2 guys remaining up, but they might be able to medic him. Also, real quick, on my end, Trooper, thanks for the 19-month resub. I am doing well. Hope you're enjoying Friday Night Fight. Looks like Wheaton is marking his area with a smoke, trying to get Cyrus up here.
Thank you for the subscription. Hope you keep enjoying the ops and hope you get a kick out of this.
But that's my thing. Why'd you steal my thing?
Well, I like playing with your thing, you know?
No, stop it. So anyway, we have Infidel in Boston. They're talking with each other. They got a PKM and a GP25 on that AKM. And it is going to be 2 versus, on this northern flank, 5.
Yep, and I mean, I want to see what they're able to do with catching them in the side. There's too much height difference between the buildings and the terrain. They're not even going to be able to see Alpha move across the MSR to get to Terminal 2. That's going to be a fight for Terminal 3.
By the way, real quick, there are 13 minutes remaining. BLUFOR is gonna have to still be cautious. Considering the 2 hacks, it takes a minute to hack the terminals, but I'm assuming the timer will stop if Terminal 3 gets hacked. So
possibly. I'm not
this
sure.
Is gonna probably be an 8-minute scenario on Terminal 3 by the time BLUFOR hacks Terminal 2 and gets there. So if Green 4 can just hold for that amount of time, they could potentially pull this off. It's going to be close.
Yeah. Alpha's pushing in. They're going to be clearing it, but they should be able to quickly see that it's pretty well uncontested.
So I just realized Dreek was still alive. He's the platoon lead. Nope, he just died. Yep. It was going to be picked up and try to get moved down, but I don't think BLUFOR has any medics left, so I doubt they're going to get those guys up. Still a possibility, but we'll have to see. They do have the Humvee that's armed, so they can still bring that up and use that as a force multiplier, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I don't think there are any medics left. The rest of them are... Nielsen is a squad lead, Eagle is an AT man, Sholand is an auto rifleman, Flanagan's just a rifleman, and then Wheaton and Cyrus are both... Cyrus is a combat engineer and Wheaton is a AT man as well. So no medics on either side. So if you go down and you take a lot of hits, you're going to stay down, I think.
I don't know. I'm trying to see how Independent can win this. They can win it if BLUFOR stays super slow. And they can win it if they just get a good hit on some of these dudes. But BLUFOR still has a balanced 5-man team here. They got some AT. They got some machine guns. Grenade going off, I think, because they're checking these bunkers.
Yeah, and that was absolutely a bad frag. It bounced off him, and who was that? I believe that was Eagle, who PFC Eagle, who had to run away.
I mean, you got to consider, though, every little mishap BLUFOR has is going to eat up on that clock, and we just could see a clutch by Independent based off of time. But BLUFOR getting that guy loaded in the Vic, they're going to now bring it up. I'm willing to bet they might actually go over to Terminal 3 and start setting up, unless they try to deploy, drop off the other BLUFOR guy first, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, and they're starting to breach into the terminal building. Clearing their corners, checking all the way. Actually, I was mistaken. That is adjacent to the terminal building. I thought it's the same,
Wow, the Overwatch guy didn't even notice that Humvee came up. He just saw. I'm willing to bet the Humvee might have seen him. But he does have a GP25, so he could get some shots on that Humvee. Wait, no, the guy woke up. So it's now 3v2. The guy that was down, I think it was Martin.
Oh, what? Okay.
I was about to say, if that frag went into the bunker, I would have laughed my ass off. So that first GP25, way over.
Jinx.
Second one, wounding their AT4 guy a bit, Wheaton. Third one, getting a wounding shot too. Grenade gets thrown in perfectly.
But... Oh, Infidel. Infidel gets a lucky shot. I believe that might have been a headshot. Throws a grenade and pulls back, checking his rear. Absolutely the right move to do. Watch that back flank, but he doesn't watch the hallway, and he gets taken out quick as could be. And that's going to be Terminal 3 now.
Now it's up to Boston.
Well, yeah, it's up to Boston, but they didn't get... Oh, what the fuck?
I saw that too. I don't know. Prone glitch, I think.
Of something. Terminal 2 hack is going out now. How much do they have? About 9 minutes left to go, so... Yeah,
Boston's he's trying to get through the door. Now it is a clutch or kick situation.
Absolutely. This
clutch
is
or kick.
Win or loss, clutch or kick.
So, I mean, they have the guy, let's see, Martin is working on Cyrus. Nope, he is not. They're going to go for the kill instead.
Which is the right thing to do. I mean, they should know by now that the numbers have to be just absolutely dismal for Green 4.
Wheaton was going to flank around. He decides to go against it. They're popping a shit ton of smoke grenades.
Oh,
and we're going to say kick.
Boston peeked around the corner with before he finished the reload. Absolutely a misstep on him. If he had waited another half a second, we'd have had a round in the chamber. Hammer back, we're ready to go. And,
Dana, I can't write in spectator chat to just say kick, kick, kick. But yeah, no, that's GG because terminals, they're still going to take another minute to go off. But yeah, that's it.
Jesus. Unfortunate.
Barbarian, you're able to write in there. Okay, so overall, I just think Independent committed way too many units to that preliminary ambush.
It was should have been a lot less. Gambit. It was a very interesting gambit, and I liked what they were doing with it, with their idea at least. However, in practice, it just was not good. I don't know why the mission hasn't ended yet. I guess they need to actually follow through with the objectives, but all of it...
Yeah, so it's like search and destroy where, you plant bombs still and have to defuse and blah, blah. But anyway, there goes that one. Nice little GB effect spawns in to instantly blow up.
GB?
Yeah, you know the GBUs. It's the same explosion texture.
Ah, gotcha.
But yeah, there's Hacker 3. Hack 3 going down. So the timer still runs when Terminal 3's hacked. So if Green 4 was able to fight off that 3-man offensive, and it was anyone's game at that point, they might have been able to then hold for time. Because all they would have needed to hold was for 5 minutes, and then the Terminal 3 hack would have stalled the timer. Because I'm not seeing the timer stop for the Terminal 3 hack, so...
It might act like an overtime, like if the timer was to go... the round timer was to go out, then it just pulled until the hack timer was either stopped or completed. But we will never know because this hack will complete before that timer expires.
I will say this though, Air once again was just wasted in this round, unfortunately. I'd love to see Air do some amazing stuff, but I guess we'll have to wait till next week.
With that MAT team, I mean, it was a matter of time, honestly, until they were able to, you remember that Highway of Death thing that you did a few months ago?
Yep.
And how you told us, if you want to call an air support, you need to make sure all AA in the area is down. And so that's what they needed to do, is go in, find that Mat Gunner, secure that Titan that Independent has, and then call that in, because then it's a matter of small arms fire, maybe a dish come. But that's a lot less consistent in killing little birds than a tight. So that's what they needed to do. But in the end, it didn't really matter too much. It just took more time for BLUFOR than it would have than it did without it, or would have with it. I mean, but overall, pretty good. Pretty good plays from BLUFOR, as we see Cyrus with the SVD from the marksman.
Yeah.
Don't know how he got that, but that's a nice.
Well, it's because he ran up and they took it off the body. Remember, they brought a technical up there, but there's the hack complete. Timer's still going off for that, and they're staying in the building too, and they explode. Shots going up in victory.
Multiple occasion, or multiple fronts, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm tired and it's been a day. But that will conclude round 3 and another night of Friday night fights.
I'm not gonna lie, this was actually probably one of the shorter ones we've done.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
nice though.
About 8. It only took about 3 hours or so.
Hour per round, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
The game did just end.
We're gonna listen to debrief. I'll put TeamSpeak up as well.
Good game.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming.
And that is it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Go operate
GG.
operationally. I'll be doing some on-the-ground stuff tomorrow.
Careful, Martin.
Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally. And yeah, I'll see you when I see you.
BLUFOR at the end there.